in the previous videos we are just going through the chapter number 10, that is adaptations and habitats and adaptations. In that we have seen the adaptations on the tropical forest and the temperate forest. Now we are just going through the adaptations in the boreal forest. So let us see that which is on the page number 115. So adaptations in boreal forest. Adaptation in boreal forest. Okay, so here you can see the first is plant. So what is the adaptations in the plant? Let us see that plants. Okay, so in that you can see trees in boreal forest have a conical shape which allows the snow to side off and branches easily. Here in the boreal forest we know that there is very low temperature over there, and there is snowfall also there. So when the snowfall is there on the boreal forest, then the trees have just plants are adapted so that the snow will easily fall from that plant, and if the snow will just combine and just damage the plant, but so they have just adapted that when the snowfall is there they can easily move from that plant. Okay, so here they have a conical shape. First of all, the trees in boreal forest have a conical shape. Okay, they have conical shape, and the another one is trees have narrow needle-like leaves to protect the leaves from getting damaged in snow. Okay, so these two are the adaptations in boreal forest. That the first, that is the trees are in a conical shape so that the snow can flow easily from that, and second one, that is the trees have narrow needle like leaves to protect the leaves from getting damaged in the snow. Okay, so this is about the plants, and now seeing about the animals. Let us see animals. So animals. So now here in the boreal forest we know that it have very low temperature. So what happened? It will obviously very cold over there. So the animals have the thick food, so that it can protect. It will protect the cold from them. Okay, so let us see birds such as aquatic terns migrate to warmer places during winter. So here, when there is winter in the boreal forest, the birds, which birds? Birds such as architect, tern, migrate to warmer place, to warmer place during winter. Okay, during winter. And the another one is some animals such as bears and slump hibernate. Okay, they just go stay in the inactive state. They will not come out of their home for the winter season. They just collect the food and all the things for the all the winter, and they will not come out of it. So second one, that is some animals such as bear and skunks hibernate. Okay, they just go to be in the inactive state. Okay, students. And the third one is some animals such as Siberian tiger have a thick layer of food due to protect themselves while walking into the snow. So the some animals such as some animals such as Siberian tiger have a thick layer of fur to protect themselves while walking in a snow. Okay, in the snow. So these are the adaptations in the plants and animals in the boreal forest, which that plants there in the boreal forest, the plants have a conical shapes. Trees and the plants have the conical shapes, so the snow can easily flow from it. And the trees have narrow needle-like leaves to protect the leaves from getting damaged in the snow. So the leaves are also thin like needles, so they just don't hold the snow, they just will fall down. And in the animals, birds such as arctic terns migrate to the warmer places during the winter. Means the bird will travel when the winter starts, the bird will travel to the warmer places. Okay, when it will over, then they will come back to that. And then another one, that is some animals such as bears and some go to the hibernate. Okay, they remains inactive for the winter season. Then after, some animals such as Siberian tigers have a thick layer of fur to protect themselves while walking in the snow. So this was the adaptations in the boreal forest. And moving further, there is adaptations in the grasslands. Adaptations in the grasslands. let us see that adaptation in grasslands. So let us see first of all in the plants. We know that in the here in the grasslands we know that there are open grounds in which the grasses are there up tall up to the very tall up to our height also. Okay, so there is wind more in the grassland, so they have a flexible branches and stem, so that they will just when the heavy winds are there they will just flag their branches and the stems are flexible, so when the heavy wind is blowing they will go into that direction, then the wind will not there, then they will come back to their state. Okay students, and here plants have flexible stem which easily bends without breaking into strong winds. Here, first adaptation, that is, plants have flexible stem. Plants have a flexible stem. Second one, that is, most grasses have a narrow leaves, reduce the loss of water during the transpiration process. Here, their grasses have narrow leaves. Most grasses here have have narrow leaves to reduce the loss of water through transpiration okay, through the transpiration. Here plants have flexible stem, so they with the strong wind they will not break, so they are flexible. Second one, that is, most plants here have narrow leaves to reduce the loss of water through the transpiration. And the third one, that is, grasslands have a large number of grazing animals. Here grasslands have large number of grazing animals. Okay, and fourth one, that is, long roots of Asian trees. Long roots of the Asian tree allow it to access water that is present very deep in the ground ground. So these are the adaptations of grasslands in that there are plants. Okay, which the plants are flexible stem. Most grasses here have a narrow leaves to reduce the loss of water through the transpiration process, and the grassland have a number of grazing animals. Okay, then after, long roots of these trees allow it to access water that is present very deep in the ground. The roots are very long. They from deep also they just absorb the water. And then after we are just moving towards the animals. So in the animals, you can see here most grassland animals such as gazelle and zebra can run very fast. This helps from being hunted by the predators. Means we know that this zebra and all the things can run very fast. So why they can run very fast? So they cannot be hunted by the predators. Then after, animals such as deer have eyes on the sides of their faces to watch out the predator around them while grazing. So the deers which are there, they have their eyes on the side. Why? Because when they are just grazing, so they can just see around that any predator is not just waiting for it to be hunted. Okay, then after, on the other hand, animals such as leopard and lions have eyes in the front of their eyes to keep trails on the prey animals while chasing it. Means the animals and the tigers have their eyes on the front. Why? When they are just chasing them, then they do not just, they can just give. Animals such as leopards and lions blend with the surrounding of tall brown grasses, which allows them to hide and attack their prey. So these all are the adaptations of the animals in the grasslands. And then after moving towards adaptations in deserts, we know that adaptations in desert, here in the desert we have just seen adaptations in desert. So in desert we have seen the animal which is known as the sheep of desert, that is sheep of desert, which is known as camel is a sheep of desert. Okay, so it can store maximum water in its stomach. Okay, that we know. And the plants which are there over in the desert, they can, their roots are very deep, so they can just absorb water from the ground. Here, adaptations in deserts. Adaptation in deserts. Adaptations in desert. See, as the following are the adaptation in desert. That is, most desert plants have long roots that go deep into the soil in search of water. Okay, the first adaptation, that is, most desert plants have long root that go deep into the soil in search of water. Okay, in search of water. Second one is some trees such as bombard. Some tree some trees such as the store water in their trunks. Okay, and here they are talking about the cactus. The cactus plant have several adaptations, that are its leaves are broad and spine to minimize water loss. It has a green stem to carry out photosynthesis process. The stem is swollen and fleshy as it stores water. It has a thick waxy coated that prevents water loss and helps it to retain water. So these are the adaptations of the cactus. Okay, and then here most desert plants have long roots and that go in deep inside the water, into the soil in search of water. And the trees in the desert can store their water in the trunks. Okay students, and we have just read the adaptations of the cactus plant. Okay, they have broad leaves so their water loss is less, and they have a waxy surface so that the water can be retained easily. Okay, and here moving towards the animals. Okay, so animals, the desert animals, which are desert animals, that are many desert animals such as rattlesnakes, kangaroo rats live underground burrows during the day to stay away from the strong heat of the sun. And animals such as lizards save water by reducing the amount of the water loss in the urine. The camel is known as sheep of desert because of these adaptations. It has long eyelashes that protects its eye from blowing sand. It can shut its nostrils to keep out the sand. Its hump acts as a food reserve. Its broad feet helps to walk on the sand without sinking in it. It can drink large amount of water in one go and survive without water for a long time. So these are the adaptations of the camel. Okay students, these are the adaptations of the camel. And the here these are the desert animals. Okay, the some of the animals just sleep at the daytime and just stay at their home, and then after at night time when there is cold they come out. And also we have talked about the camels. What the camels is known as the sheep of desert. Why it is known as sheep of desert? It is written that it has a broad feet, so it just do not go inside the sand, and they have large eyelashes so that it protects from the sand. They can just close their nostril to just not go the sand inside, and they can just in one take they can absorb more water, they can drink more water, and it will just take for several weeks or for a long time. They can, if they don't drink water, then it will okay. So these were the adaptations in the deserts, in the animals. And moving further, and here there is a let's answer. Let us do that. But first of all, let me see that there is enough time or not. Okay, here we just complete our video, and in your homework what you will just do is find out the answers. Find out the answers. Find out the answers of let's answer, which is on the page number. Let's answer page number 118. Okay students, and we will meet in the next video. Bye students.